Yep, this is exactly what you think it is. It's another episode 1 of a Minecraft Realm video. So, hi, people who are watching this channel in 2023 for some reason. I have been through quite a few worlds, and I gotta say, this one is probably the best one that we've had so far. This is another new Minecraft world that I've joined. There's actually been a few other realms and servers that I haven't made videos on, but this is one that I think has some potential to be a very solid world at some point. And yes, while we obviously have made some pretty good progress, as you can tell, better late than never, I suppose. So, let's get right into it. Episode 1, World Tour. Again. For I don't even know how many times at this point. Starting off at my base. That is correct, you heard me right. I have my own base for once. I am no longer homeless. Well, this is my humble abode. There's not much to it really, but it is really nice. That's a lookout tower. This is a bridge going over a little waterfall that we have going down the mountain. This is my house with pretty much nothing inside of it except a bed and some basic storage in the basement. Not much going on at all. Here's my horsey, who I still have yet to name. I'm probably going to name it something stupid like I name everything in Minecraft. Going down this pretty little walkway down the side of the mountain, as you can see, we got the beautiful cherry trees from 1.20 in this area. I plan to plant a few more of these in the future, but the decorations can come a little bit later. Here's what's currently the center part of the town. So one of the members, Trust, is actually living here. So he's been decorating this area a little bit. A lot of this was already pre-built though, so he's just changing it up to suit him, I guess. That up there is another member's house. I don't remember his name. This is an aqueduct that Solus is building. I think he plans to bring it all the way from over there and have it snake through into the mountain back there. Considering this is a realm, yeah, the render distance isn't really that high, so you can't see that far, but I have been playing with Distant Horizons mod. It's just not out for 1.20 yet. Patiently waiting on that to get released so you can get the full view of this beautiful area that we've settled in. So hopefully the next few videos will have Distant Horizons. Now then, let's hop on over to the actual spawning area of this world, which is literally right here on this hill. So this is the spawn chunks, and this is the iron farm that I made yesterday. It's incredibly fast, and we get a lot of iron from it, so that's really nice. Essentially, the way it works is that the iron golems spawn right in here, and they immediately get sent to the Nether, where there is a killing chamber and collection system. Down here is the little animal barn that we made. We decided to keep the animals away from the main build because they are very noisy and we don't really need them as much this late in the game, so they all just kind of chill out here awaiting their slaughter. This is the first village that we found, so completely naturally generated village with a little cave system attached, and by little I don't really mean little at all. This is a huge cave system. As you can see, it just keeps going on and on and on. It goes on further back that way as well, and we're going to drop down here to the next level, and we have some little deep dank action going on. So this is a very, very impressive cave system that we plan to build in the future. And you might be wondering what this part is right up here. Well, this is the walkway that goes all the way around our base area, and it conveniently goes through the ceiling of this massive cave. So we're obviously going to have some huge plans regarding decorating this huge cave. So we come out this way, and this is the castle wall. Obviously, it's not detailed as of yet. The groundworks are just getting laid out for it. This part is still being worked on, of course, as you can tell. But essentially, we are digging tunnels around the entire perimeter of the base. Considering... How long have you been doing that? I just noticed how trash the frame rate is in OBS. Let me fix that. Okay, I hope the frame rate issue is fixed. It's now raining. I don't care. We're going with it. So as I was saying, this wall is supposed to go around the entire base, and of course, well, you can't see the entire base, because no Distant Horizons. The wall slash walkway slash tunnel thing goes around through here into the mountain, down this way, into this mountain, through this little ridge right here, all the way around to this point right here, and then if we fly down into here, you will see that we are back where we started. So one big loop. Seems like OBS just wants to drop frames whenever it feels like right here. Why are you doing this? Ugh. Junk. Okay, I give up. I'm recording in 1440p. I'm a loser now. But at least I hopefully won't be facing some stupid frame drop issues anymore. So let's get right back into it. If we fly down here, we are going to see our little shitty storage area, which isn't really filled, to be honest. Nothing really impressive back there. Here's our trading hall, which has a chest monster inside of it that I desperately need to clear out. Basically what you do is you flick this lever, the villager would float up, a zombie would convert it, you flip the lever again, it drops down, and then you can convert the villager and get some discounts. Some of these aren't clearly discounted yet because I haven't bought enough books, but yeah, pretty cheap stuff. 1 emerald for efficiency 4. Not too shabby. This is Solus's house, so yeah, it's a house that does house things. This is his bell. And this is a tree where we are going to be hanging every single wandering trader llama that comes our way. Because screw the wandering trader, we are sending a message. If we hop over this way, this is the first iron farm that we've made. You're not supposed to be down here. That was awkward. But yeah, iron golem spawning is kind of broken, as you can see, so this iron farm doesn't work completely efficiently, but they're supposed to spawn in this little water pool, get killed by that lava, and then collected down there. Obviously, that farm was too slow and inefficient, so that's why I made the faster one over down yonder. And I'm actually going to sleep this rain away, as I do like the ability to fly around with my trident, but at the same time, I am making a video, so YouTube isn't really going to appreciate all those particles. Alright, that's much better. Whoa! Where the fuck did you come from? Slippery little bastard. Right in here is our villager breeder. It breeds villagers, obviously. As you can hear, there's a ton of them down there, and this one's doing some naughty things. And last but definitely not least, this is our temporary mob XP / drop grinder. So obviously the mobs drop down here, and then you can one swipe them with the sword, get some XP, and obviously all the drops from them. You might think that the rates are actually pretty bad considering how high up in the world it is, but it's actually pretty solid. We lit up that side of the mountain right there so no mobs would spawn and fill up the cap, so it all works out pretty well. So I think that's pretty much all I have to show in the overworld. Now let's hop into the Nether and see what's going on in there. It's pretty big stuff. So out of the portal, we kind of spawned in the middle of all this netherrack, so we dug out a little bit. But this ice highway leads to a desert portal, which is nice if we ever need some supply of sand. But up here is the iron farm collection area, so since they are in the spawn chunks, iron golems will constantly be fed into here. You don't need those chunks loaded because it is a spawn chunk, so they are always loaded. And we are already getting a decent supply of iron here, which we are going to need for all the beacons that we've been getting. Which brings us to our next destination, the Nether Fortress, where I do all the wither skeleton hunting. So this fortress I actually found last week, and it was so good that I just had to tear it down a little bit and start modifying it to where this is now one of the ultimate natural-ish wither skeleton hunting areas. I'm going to throw on my tuxedo and just hop right on down here, take almost 0 damage from that fall because we have a super beacon going on with resistance 2 and regen on it. And we can essentially one-shot everything. But you can see, with all this damage that I'm taking, I have not eaten any food so far. And yet I am still at full hearts. And that is all due to the fact that I have a super beacon here, which is actually just 5 beacons in one pyramid, with speed 2, resist 2, regen, haste 2, jump boost 1, and strength 2. Now if I just grab my pointy bit out of my ender chest, which is the smite 5 sword, you will see that because I have strength 2 on this beacon, even with smite 5, I am still able to one-shot blazes. I could one-swipe skeletons, one-swipe pigmen, and I could even swipe wither skeletons as well, without having to do a jump shot. So this makes it super quick to just run around the fortress and just annihilate everything in my path. Boom, bam, bop. And as you can see, obviously this fortress isn't naturally generated like this. I actually made one giant spawning platform on this side, and I tore down a bunch of the fortress over on this side to make this big spawning platform. And I obviously left the chests here because, well, they don't get burned up, and I just don't really need to remove them. So pretty much I could just run to one side, clear out everything, run through here to the other side, and then clear out anything that spawned over here. The rates aren't that good right now, but there have been a lot of wither skeletons every now and then, so it gets pretty crazy sometimes. And with this fortress, I have been able to get at least a full stack of wither skeleton skulls just by manually farming them, instead of making like an easy portal-based farm or something like that. Which, for starters, portal-based farms like that are, one, not even possible in Realms unless you have an alt account to keep the overworld open, and two, they are just way too OP for the amount of effort you have to put into it, and I feel like that kind of ruins the fun. So we're actually going to try to do things the hard way, because we are all masochists. That's my forehead. Ow. And the final thing I'm going to show in this video is the end, which there's really not much going on at the end at all. We haven't built anything here, although I do have a couple plans for it. Teleport right into the stronghold and into the end dimension. And if only we had Distant Horizons installed right now, because I loaded the entire donut of end islands around the outside of the main island, and it looked pretty sick. But as you can see here, I have another beacon set up with speed, regeneration, haste 2, and strength 2. And the strength 2 is actually for the wither cage that we have down here. Place soul sand here, here. Wither skeleton skulls here, here. And then the wither just gets trapped in this block right here, and you can easily kill it in 10 swipes with your Smite 5 Strength 2 sword. Yes, it is pretty ridiculous, and I love it. Let me just send a few of y'all into the overworld because I am a menace. There they all go. So with that, that is the world tour of this amazing realm we have made. This seed definitely looked a lot different whenever we first started out, but we have been doing so much work and a ton of terraforming specifically to this main area right here. It looked entirely different than before, and I can't wait to make more videos on this server. So, see ya. Till next time.